What's going on, guys? SmallGuard here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a dribble tutorial on how to get open in NBA 2K26. Now, if you guys didn't know already, NBA 2K recently just dropped patch 2.0, and in this patch they did nerf fading a ton. So with all the fades being patched, you're going to need to learn how to shoot standstill shots and learn how to peek and master your L2 cancel so you can get wide open. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch the entire video. Let's go ahead and get 2,000 likes on the video if you guys want my up and coming guard academy. If you're new, go ahead and hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn on post notifications. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get right into it. Now, right here, getting into the best sigs for all my small point guards. Now, starting off with our dribble style, you always want to go with Ja Morant. There's going to be no other better dribble style for small point guards in NBA 2K26. So make sure on any small guard that you have an 85 speed with ball so you can get Ja Morant's dribble style. Now, moving over here to our signature sides up, you always want to use Stephen Curry. If you guys didn't know, in NBA 2K26, signature size ups have regular breakdown combos in them, and I'm talking about the regular breakdown combos from NBA 2K25. So with Stephen Curry's signature size up, he's gonna have that double behind the back regular breakdown combo from NBA 2K25. So make sure you go ahead and put this on. Now, moving down here to our breakdown combos. The breakdown combos this year in NBA 2K26 are gonna be the same aggressive breakdown combos from NBA 2K25, and the one I'm using right now is gonna be Jordan Poole. This is gonna be great for comboing and even getting open. But another really good breakdown combo is gonna be Devin Booker. With Devin Booker's breakdown combo, it can be used to split defenders and even crab your defender as well. And to me, that is by far going to be the best one out of these four. But two other great ones that you can go ahead and use if you want a combo are going to be Ja Morant's regular breakdown combo and Stephon Marbury's. Now, moving down here to my escape moves. Right now, the one I'm using is going to be Kemba Walker. And if you're playing on a small point guard, I think this is going to be the best one by far. It's going to be the best escape to combo with and get wide open. But some other great escapes that you can use as well is going to be Stephen Curry, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, and Jimmy Butler. Now, right here with my combo moves, I'm using LeBron James. And the reason why I'm using LeBron's combo moves is because it's going to give you a great behind the back going backwards, and it can be great to use in your combos. But another great combo move that you can use as well is going to be Pro. And Pro has been one of the best combo moves in NBA 2K for a while. So make sure you go ahead and put on one of these too. Now, coming down here to my crossovers, the one I'm using right now is going to be Lonzo Ball. And this is by far going to be the best crossover in NBA 2K26. It's going to be great for getting wide open if you want to go to the rim and take an easy two, or if you like to combo up and cook your defenders as well. And another great crossover is going to be De'Aaron Fox. You do have to hit starter 4 in order to get De'Aaron Fox's crossover. It's going to be another great crossover to get wide open, so make sure you go ahead and use one of those two crossovers. Now, coming down here to my behind the back, I did recently just change my behind the back to Trae Young. Now, I wouldn't say Trae Young's behind the back is going to be a lot better than Stephen Curry's, because Trae Young's standing behind the back is not going to be better than the Curry slide. But in my opinion, Trae Young's explosive behind the back is going to be way better, but it is going to take some time in order to learn how to really spam your explosive behind the back in your combos. So if you don't have it down yet, I would stay to Stephen Curry's behind the back or these other ones. And the other great behind the backs that you can use on a small point guard are going to be Kobe White, Darius Garland, and Jimmy Butler. Now, coming down here to our spins, you want to go ahead and use Steve Nash. And recently, I've been learning how to add spins into my combos, and I can definitely say that Steve Nash has one of the best spins in the game. If you don't like Steve Nash, another great spin is going to be Stephen Curry. Now, right here, coming down to my hesitations, the one I'm using right now is going to be Jimmy Butler. And if you guys didn't know already, hesitations are going to affect your momentums. And in my opinion, when searching through hesitations, I found that Jimmy Butler's hesi is going to give you the best momentum. But some other great hesitations that I've used as well is going to be Stephen Curry, Jalen Brunson, Kobe White, Rajon Rondo, Paul George, and Devin Booker. And every hesitation here is going to give you a great momentum. It's all going to come down to personal preference. Now, right here, coming down to my step back, the one I'm using right now is going to be Devin Booker. And Devin Booker's step back is going to be great for getting wide open and combo. And it's by far going to be the best one to use in NBA 2K26. Another great step back is going to be Vince Carter. When using Vince Carter's step back, it's going to be just like Jalen Brunson's step back from NBA 2K25 and John Wall's step back from NBA 2K24. It's going to be another great step back to create a bunch of space. But if you don't like using Vince Carter or Devin Booker's step back, you can go ahead and use Kyrie Irving's step back, which is going to be just like Zach LaVine's step back from NBA 2K25, James Harden, and Stephen Curry. And right here, coming down to my hop jumper, the best one in the game is going to be Zach LaVine. When using Zach LaVine's hop jumper, you're going to be able to do moves like the Austin slide and even the Chad Mar slide as well. And some other great hop jumpers are going to be Stephen Curry and normal 2. Stephen Curry's hop jumper is going to be great to use in your combos. And when using normal 2, it's going to give you a move that looks very similar to the Rari slide from NBA 2K25. So make sure you go ahead and equip any of these 3 hop jumpers. And right here, finally, with my go-to shot, I'm still going to be using Jalen Suggs because I like to use it in my combo. But some other great ones that you can go ahead and use as well is going to be Stephen Curry and John Morant. Stephen Curry's go-to shot is going to give you a nice in between the legs that you can do at the end of your combos. And when using John Morant's go-to shot, it's going to give you a nice burst forward that you can use to take an easy two. So make sure you go ahead and put on any of these three. Now getting into the best sigs for all my tall point guards. Starting off with our dribble style, you want to go ahead and use Zach LaVine. And Zach LaVine's dribble style is going to be like John Morant, but for tall point guards. It's going to go ahead and give you the best speed boost by far. Now coming down here to our signature size up, the one I'm using right now is going to be Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady's signature size up is going to feel the best out of all the ones I've tried out. And another good signature size up that I've used is going to be Cade Cunningham. So go ahead and make sure you try any of these out. Now moving down here to my breakdown combos. The one I'm going to be using right now is going to be Jordan Poole. In my opinion, Jordan Poole's breakdown combo is going to be great for comboing and getting wide open. But for tall point guards, another very popular breakdown combo is going to be Kevin Durant. This is going to be great for everyone that loves the standstill combo. And two other great ones that you can use as well is going to be Devin Booker and Stephon Marbury. Devin Booker, like I said, with small point guards is going to be one of the best in the game. It's going to give you that huge burst going forward that you can use in your combos and use to crab and split your defenders. And Stephon Marbury, just like Kevin Durant, is going to be for all my standstill dribblers. Now moving down here to my escapes for all my tall point guards. The one I'm going to be using right now on my tall point guard is going to be Jimmy Butler. I feel like Jimmy Butler's escape is going to be a great mix in between comboing and getting wide open. And Paul George and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's escapes are going to be the exact same as well. Now coming down here for my combo moves, just like my small point guards, I'm going to be using LeBron James. And with LeBron's combo move, you're going to be able to do a behind the back going backwards. And another great one that you can use as well is going to be Pro. Now coming down here to my crossovers, I'm going to be using Lonzo Ball. And just like with my small point guards, it's going to be great for comboing and getting wide open. Now coming down here to my behind the back. On my tall point guard, I always used to use Kobe White's behind the back. But I found Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's behind the back to be a lot more fun and easier to combo. But Kobe White is still going to be a great behind the back that you can use. And if you don't like Kobe White or SGA's behind the back, you can go ahead and use Kobe Bryant, Scottie Pippen, Paul George, and Jimmy Butler. Now coming down here to my spin, I'm still going to be using Steve Nash even on a tall point guard. But if you don't like Steve Nash, another great spin that you can go ahead and use that I've tested out is going to be Jason Tatum. So go ahead and give these two a try. Now coming down here to my hesitation, I'm still going to be using Jimmy Butler on a tall point guard as well. Like I said before, depending on the hesitation is going to give you a better momentum. And to me, Jimmy Butler is still going to be the best. But another great one I heard as well that you can use on a tall point guard is going to be Kevin Durant. But if you don't like Kevin Durant or Jimmy Butler's hesitation, you can go ahead and use Kobe White, Paul George, and Rajon Rondo. Now coming down here to my step back for all my tall point guards, I'm still going to be using Devin Booker, but another great one I've heard of is going to be Pro. Pro step back is going to be a great step back that you can use on taller point guards that are 6'9" and above. But if you want to use it on a 6'8" or a 6'7", you can go ahead, but I would still recommend using Devin Booker. But if you don't like using Devin Booker or Pro, you can go ahead and use James Harden, Luka Doncic, and Vince Carter. And I would say the two best step backs that you can use out of all 5 of these is going to be Vince Carter and Devin Booker. So make sure you give them a try. Now right here, moving on to my hop jumper for all my tall point guards, we're going to go ahead and use Zach LaVine and normal 2 again, because once again, by using Zach LaVine, we're going to be able to do moves like the Asa slide and the Chad Mars slide on our tall point guard as well. And with normal 2, you're going to be able to perform the Rari slide as well. But now on a tall point guard, another good one is going to be Klay Thompson. Now if you guys don't know the regular L2 cancel that you can do like this right here, I'm going to be teaching you this, and then I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do even more advanced combos out of your L2 cancel, just like this right here, just like that, the left and right combo out of it, momentum, back there, back over here, left, right, step back again. You guys get the point. Trae Young, left, right, into a peak, just like that. Now first we're going to start off with our very basic L2 cancel that goes left and right, just like this right here. And then we're going to go ahead and get into our Devin Booker L2 cancel next. Now with the regular L2 cancel, you're going to be doing with your escape. So you're going to need to practice doing your escape and running out of it. Right here, ball in my left hand, I'm going to hold turbo and flick top right to go ahead and give me that escape. And ball in my right hand, I'm going to hold turbo and flick top left with my right stick to go ahead and give me that escape. And now all you're going to do is run out of it after doing your escape, just like this right here. Now what you're going to do after your escape, you're going to go ahead and flick up on your right stick right after you do your escape, and then flick back to the other side. I know I did say this is going to be an L2 cancel, but it's actually going to be a right stick cancel instead. But people are calling it the L2 cancel because it does remind us of that NBA 2K24 L2 cancel. So ball in my left hand, I'm going to hold turbo, escape, run, and then flick up on my right stick. And that right there is the animation you want to get every single time. Ball in my right hand, I'm going to hold turbo and flick top left, escape, and then flick up on my right stick. And right there, you should see that little animation. Now, once you do get that right stick up animation, you want to go ahead and flick your right stick the opposite direction from where you just did your escape. For example, ball in my left hand, I'm going to do an escape going to the right, run, flick up on my right stick, and then flick my right stick back going to the left, and then run out of it just like that. Again, escape, run, up on right stick, flick back to the left just like that. One more time, we're going to escape, run, flick up on right stick, flick back to the left with our right stick, and then follow with our left stick and run out of it. And ball in my right hand, we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. We're going to escape, run, flick up on our right stick, and then flick back to the right with our right stick. Right here, we're going to escape to the left, up on right stick, flick back to the right. Again, we're going to escape, flick up on the right stick, and then flick back right with our right stick. And once you do get enough practice, you'll be able to get it down just like this right here. Left and right, just like that, nice and easy. Now, next up, we're going to be moving into our Devin Booker L2 cancel. It's going to look like this right here. Very easy move to go ahead and do. And go left and right. Now, all you're going to do for the Devin Booker cancel, you're going to be running, you're going to flick up then down on your right stick, and then follow with your left stick in the opposite direction. So if I'm running to the right, I'm going to flick up then down, then follow with my left stick and run back to the left. Then if I'm running to my left, I'm going to flick up down, then follow with my left stick and run to the right just like that. And then you can go ahead and spam it back and forth just like this right here, just like that. Nice and easy. Now, next up, we're going to be doing a quick stop, or what people like to call a quick peek, just like that right there. And all you're going to be doing, you're going to be flicking up on your right stick as soon as you think you're wide open and shooting the ball right away. Once again, right here, I'm going to be dribbling just like that, L2 canceling, and then just peek. Just like that right there. Now we're going to be getting into some L2 cancel combos that can make your movement look even better, just like this right here. Just like that. You can cross out your defender and peek for a shot, nice and easy. Now we're going to be starting very simple. We're going to start off by doing our Devin Booker cancel by flicking up and down on our right stick and following with our left stick in the opposite direction. Then right after you come off a Devin Booker cancel, you're going to go right into escape just like this right here. So as soon as you come out that Devin Booker, you want to go into escape just like this right here by holding turbo and flicking top right and top left over and over. And you want to make sure in game that you're not spamming that escape, because you're going to lose a lot of stamina and adrenaline. All we're doing is using that escape to connect into other moves. So make sure you go ahead and practice your Devin Booker cancel into one escape or two. Now I just showed you guys how to do a Devin Booker and run out of it just like this right here into escape just like that. But now we're going to be learning how to do a Devin Booker going back to back just like this right here. Now instead of us doing our Devin Booker cancel by flicking up and down and then running out of it, we're going to be doing the same exact controls but in a tighter window. Right here, the ball is going to be in my left hand. I'm going to run, flick up down Devin Booker just like that. Then once you flick your right stick up down to give you that Devin Booker cancel, you're going to follow with your left stick going to the right for a split second. So make sure when you flick up down just like that right there for a split second, and make sure you're not holding it and running all the way through to the other side of the court. Then as soon as you get that run animation, you're going to flick up down again with your right stick just like that. And then now after doing that second Devin Booker cancel, you're going to follow with your left stick going back to the left. And you're going to repeat it once again just like this right here. Now once you go ahead and get that down, we're going to add in our escape. Once again, we're going to Devin Booker, Devin Booker, Devin Booker, and then escape on that third one or even the second one as well. And once again, we're going to be using our escape for a connector move just like that right there. Now next, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use our escape as a connector move to go back into our regular L2 cancel just like this right here. So we're going to go into our short Devin Booker cancel just like this right here, then into our escape, then into our regular L2 cancel just like that. Now with our short Devin Booker cancel, I'm going to be running to my left. I'm going to flick up and down with my right stick and then follow with my left stick to the right for a split second. Right here, I'm running Devin Booker just like that. Then right after I get that little run animation, I'm going to flick up and down my right stick again to go ahead and give me another Devin Booker cancel. And then I'm going to follow with my left stick going back to the left. Right here all together. We're going to run Devin Booker, Devin Booker, Devin Booker just like that. Then on that third Devin Booker, I like to add in my escape just like this. You can go ahead and escape spam, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just do one or two escapes. Then right after we get into our escape by flicking top right or top left while holding turbo with our right stick, we're going to run out that escape and go into our regular L2 cancel just like this right here. And if you don't remember how to activate our regular L2 cancel, we're going to start off by doing our escape by holding turbo and flicking top right or top left just like that, and then running out of our escape and flicking up on our right stick to go ahead and give us that animation. And once we do get that right stick up animation, you want to go ahead and flick your right stick going back to the opposite ball hand and do your escape. And then you're going to follow with your left stick after doing your escape going back to the other side. Now we're going to go ahead and put everything together. We're going to Devin Booker, Devin Booker, Devin Booker, escape right into our L2 cancel just like that right there. Now next up, we're going to be learning how to do our regular L2 cancel into a peek just like that right there. Now what's actually going to allow you to peek out of this shot is us doing our regular L2 cancel and flicking up on our right stick. That's going to automatically activate a peek once we let go and shoot. So right in the middle of us doing our regular L2 cancel, all we want to do is let go of everything and shoot the ball right away just like that. And I'm going to briefly go over how to activate our L2 cancel once again. We're going to start off by holding turbo and flicking our right stick stick top right or top left to go ahead and give us that escape. Then after we do our escape, we're gonna flick up on our right stick to give us that animation right there. Then once we go ahead and flick up on our right stick, we're gonna do our escape going back to the opposite ball hand by flicking our right stick back to the left. Then we're gonna run out of it and follow with our left stick just like that. And you wanna go ahead and do it back and forth just like this right here. Then go into our peak just like that by letting go of everything in the middle of you doing your regular L2 cancel. Now next we're gonna be learning how to do a regular L2 cancel into a Devin Booker step back, then back into a regular L2 cancel just like this right here. Now to go ahead and activate your regular L2 cancel, you're gonna do an escape flick up on your right stick, then do an escape going back the other way and follow with your left stick just like that. Then you're gonna go ahead and do it back and forth just like this right here. And now we're gonna add in our Devin Booker step back by flicking down on our right stick just like that. You're gonna hold turbo, do an escape, run out of it, then get right back into our regular L2 cancel just like that. Now once you go ahead and do your Devin Booker step back, you can choose to do one escape and then go back into your L2 cancel just like that, or you can go ahead and do a couple escapes and then go right back into your L2 cancel just like that, or you can even do more combos out of your Devin Booker step back just like this and get right back into your L2 cancel just like that right there.